Hey, what's going on, you guys? Endeavor here, wanted to do a new video for y'all. So I was thinking the other day, last night, I said, say for example, if I had moved out, was no longer living here at my dad's house and moved to a different place. I didn't necessarily move to my mom's house either. Say I moved into an apartment with a girlfriend or a friend or something like that, and got a buddy, got a roommate, something like that. What game stuff would I take? Because obviously that can't go. And there's stuff over there that you guys can't see that hopefully you know of. If you don't, watch my damn videos because I got tons of crap. But that can't go. And I'm pretty sure surround sound system probably couldn't go, which is what I got. So what would go? 32-inch standard def television might not go. 23-inch monitors, at least one of those is going, hands down. So I thought about what would this situation be? What would I have to take? I'd have to take something. Obviously handhelds are going. DS, my Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Color, Game Boy Collection stuff, that could easily go because those fit in tiny tote bags. PSP, PS Vita, they're gone. They're definitely in the mix. They're definitely going in the mix. PC has to go because it's my PC. I work on there, I do the YouTube videos on there, I do school on there. The PC is a mandatory thing, which obviously means one of these 23-inch screens, the one just behind the camera or the one off screen, are coming with me. So obviously I'm having some 23-inch 1080p HD screen with me. Now we've got handhelds out of the way, Game Boy, DS, and the PSP and the Vita. Those four definitely going in this case. What else would go? Now I have a massive set of PlayStation games, but I don't necessarily want to take those. I could put some in a CD folder. But the PlayStation 3 is a bit of a space hog, a bit of everything. So would I take a PS2? Would I take the PS3? I don't know. My 360 would probably have to go because when I do go back to like, hey, I just want to play a good game, good modern game, grab a 360, grab a controller, put a game in, you're going to have a good time. PS3, you got, in my opinion, you have to be in the mood to play a PlayStation 3 game. So that might have to stifle off a second. However, I have tons, I have hundreds of digital games on my PS3. I have to take that into consideration. Thanks to PlayStation Plus. Thank you. 50 minis, 35 PlayStation games, 170 demos and full retail games and stuff like that that are on the or full, you know, digital games that are on the hard drive itself in the PlayStation 3 section. That might actually have to go. Might have to nix the 360 after that thought. Big thing that is going though, the Ouya. That tiny little box. You can sync a PS3 controller to it if you want. Bring the PS3, bring that Ouya, hook it up with a USB cable, you're done. Playing Ouya, you're playing PS3. Ouya is a tiny little box. One power cord, tiny little power brick, and one, or not even power brick, one tiny little power adapter, and one tiny little HDMI cable, and either of these 23-inch screens are, boom, playing amazing, great, indie, Android-based games. That sounds pretty rock solid to me. Ouya was actually the first thing I thought of. I was like, what would I take to play games, but be completely unintrusive as possible? The Ouya, because it hooks up to an HD screen and you're done. No nonsense. Any HDMI compatible screen that'll do at least 720p, boom, you're there playing Ouya. So that's obviously going. What else would go? What else would go? Nintendo? No. Super Nintendo? No. N64? Depends if I had another screen. Depends if I took another TV or something. Someone had a TV. GameCube? Ooh. Wii? No. WiiU? Doubt it. Doubt it. Although the additional controller setup would make it more, the additional screen would make it more enjoyable if we did have a designated television and no one wanted to share. But I could play it on a computer monitor anyway, so WiiU is probably not going. Sega stuff. I'm sorry. I've tried. I don't like the Genesis. I've tried so hard to enjoy the Genesis. If it's not a shoot 'em up, I'm not having a good time on the Genesis. I'm really sorry. I don't understand what it is. I can't. Saturn, no. Last thing I want is to take fragile Saturn cases anywhere that isn't from the shelf to the TV, to the shelf. Now, what is going? The Dreamcast. Dreamcast is badass for one. I have lots of games for it, and can easily hook up to this monitor here through VGA. So I'm getting gorgeous visuals the way they were intended. And I got the Dreamcast with me. Bring a couple controllers, hook a bunch of memory cards in, bring a floppy. Before I say this, I have 80 plus retail Dreamcast games, but I could bring a folder of some burn games, have lots of fun. So I think that might be what all I could do. The power of the internet combined with the computer gives you tons of options for games. I'm recording this video on a smartphone, Samsung Galaxy Note 2, which is plenty powerful of a phone. You get where I'm going here as far as gaming goes. So yeah, lots of options there. Now, tell me, since I've never been in a situation where I had a lot of stuff, a lot of game stuff, and couldn't move it anywhere. In the past, when my parents were separated, I would go to Dad's house, to Mom's house, to Dad's house, to Mom's house. Took two things, my N64 and my PS2, took them in both houses. When I was at my mom's house, I played computer all the time, played PC games all the time, never played my consoles at all. When I went to my dad's house, I played my N64 and my PS2. And vice versa, when I flipped back, boom, more PC, back to Dad's house, more PS2, more N64. So, that was the only experience I had with, like, limited game playing. However, in those cases, I had, you know, maybe 20 or 30 PS2 games at most. And I had maybe 20 N64 games way back when. This is about 2004, 2005, way back when. Way back when compared to collection size now. So, I've never been in a situation where you have... I always hear the stories of, oh, I moved into an apartment and all of my stuff is upstairs in the attic or downstairs in the basement at my parents' house in big massive totes. And I'm like, I don't know what that's like. I've always had all my stuff at the house. Either my mom's house when I was living there primarily, or my dad's house now that I'm living here primarily. That's always been the case. So, I don't know what it's like. So if any of you are in the situation where you've done that, what did you do? What did you take? And more importantly to tell me, what did you not take? If you only own an Xbox 360, you'll probably only bring your Xbox 360. You won't have to fight over which of the other 7 consoles you own you might take. Okay? And if you are someone who did take all your stuff, what has that experience been? If you have a 1-bedroom kitchen living room combo, I don't know fancy terms for apartments. If you have, you know, like a 1-bedroom apartment with a kitchen add-on to the living room, what do you bring? What have you brought? Or if you brought all your crap and you're living with someone else, how's that experience going? I'm really curious. So tell me, what is that situation as far as how the games go? Living somewhere different than your primary, like, this is my living space and it holds my collection. So, do tell. I'm curious. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.